Would you like to learn how to edit PLR ebooks in only around 10 minutes? If you do, stick around to the end and you'll learn how. Tip number 1. Make sure you edit the cover image. Now, the cover image is one of the first things people will see, and you need to make sure you make it completely unique. Now, if a person's looking through the internet and they see that exact same cover on another site, then guess what? They're not going to want to touch it. In fact, they're going to leave it alone because they know it's duplicate content. If you change it and make it 100% unique to you, then you know that no one else has a cover just like that, and you're going to stand out in the crowd. And you can go to places like Canva, and Canva is free, so you can go over there, you can do some image editing, and by doing that image editing, you'll then be able to turn that into a cover for your ebook. A lot of the time, PLR ebooks come with a cover image, but you really do need to change the cover image. One, you need to probably change the colors. You need to also change what it looks like by adding other images to it. Plus, you also need to be able to change the title. And we'll get more into changing the title about that in just a moment. A lot of those images can be edited in Photoshop. But if you don't have Photoshop, or you don't like the idea of spending that much money on an image editor, now you can use a place like GIMP or PLR. Now, both of those are really good image editors. Now, but I will say PLR is really good at editing Photoshop design images, PSD images. So do check that out if you want to use that. And the best part about it, it is free. Tip number 2 is make sure you change the actual title of your ebook. Do not keep the same name as what other people have. Let's say, for example, you have an ebook that's titled 5 Tips on How to Make Your YouTube Channel Grow. Why not change it to something like How to Make Your YouTube Channel Explode with Viral Videos. 5 simple tips. You could be just making it something more unique to you. Tip number 3 is to make sure you edit your PLR content. Now, you're going to need to do things like changing the introduction. Now, by doing that, by changing it, you can actually add your own stories. You can add a little bit about who you are into that section. Just a little bit. You don't want to go too much about that because it's not about you, but what you're doing is you're adding your credibility to that part of the ebook. Now, another thing you can do is go through and use a content changer like, for example, Quillbot. People call it a spinner. It's also known as a paraphraser, and what you do is you then copy and paste that straight into Quillbot, and what Quillbot will do is it will then spit out a unique article or a unique portion of your ebook that you've just put in there. You can read it through, make sure it reads correctly. You can change things up and make it a lot easier, and then you can paste that into a Word document so as when you finish, you can literally have an entire ebook completely changed to make it 100% unique to you. Tip number 4 is to make sure you change your titles, and then once you've changed all the names of the titles, you then can change your table of contents. That is vitally important, to make sure that you change the table of contents so as when you are doing this, people will look through their table of contents and realize that it's unique, that they haven't seen that anywhere else on the internet because you have made it unique and you've changed it. Say, for example, you have one which says Chapter 1 Niche Research. Instead of saying Chapter 1 Niche Research, Chapter 1 How to Find the Perfect Product, Niche Research. So you change the title, and this way it becomes you. The whole point of creating these ebooks using PLR is to brand yourself as the expert. And by branding yourself as an expert, people will see you as the go-to person to find out this information. So do make sure that you change things up a lot. Tip number 5, make sure you add a disclaimer at the beginning of your ebook. Now, you can find places online that will allow you to use disclaimers for ebooks, and you can put that in the front of your ebook. If you're, say, for example, doing a make money online ebook, you can then turn around and say, I am not responsible if you don't make money online with what I teach. I can't be sure of how you implement this, so I can't guarantee you're going to be able to make money online by using these tips, etc. By having a disclaimer, you are covering yourself legally, and you need to be able to do that because you don't want that judge's hammer coming down on you, and you don't want to be losing huge amounts of money because people are suing you just due to the fact that you didn't add a disclaimer to your ebook. Tip number 6, make sure you change the conclusion by adding your own stories to it, by talking about what you have just done. In other words, rounding off everything that you've just taught in that ebook, which means you're going to need to read it from cover to cover. By doing that, you're helping a person round off what they've just learned and refresh everything into their mind. You can talk about the most important points and refresh the person's memory as they get to the end. And then you can do a call to action. Make sure you also include links in your ebook. By adding links to your ebook, you can add affiliate links to it, and you are adding more income to the bottom line of your business. And remembering, this is a business. Now, if you have any affiliate links, you can add that to it as well, especially if you are recommending equipment, or you are recommending another person's course, or you're recommending something. Then you can add a link into it, and that is just another revenue stream for you. Alright guys, if you like this video, please consider smashing the like button, as well as subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you can be notified whenever we upload more videos. Alright guys, just over here is a video I believe you might like. Down here is a video YouTube thinks you might like. And over here is an image of my head. And if you press that, you'll be able to subscribe. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.